AITA, for refusing to share my inheritance with my stepbrother, who claims my late father promised him half, even though he abandoned our family for 12 years and only returned when he found out about the money. I, 28F, am in the middle of what can only be described as the most bizarre family drama of my life, and I honestly don't know if I'm being reasonable or if grief is making me act like a complete jerk. My father passed away 3 months ago after a sudden heart attack, and I'm still processing everything that's happened since. I need unbiased opinions because my family is split down the middle, and I'm starting to question my own judgment. Let me give you the necessary background. My parents divorced when I was 8 years old. It wasn't a clean split. There was infidelity involved on both sides, lots of screaming matches, and eventually my mother remarried a man named Robert when I was 10. Robert had a son from his previous marriage, Connor, who was 12 at the time. Connor and I were step-siblings, and honestly, for the first couple of years, things were relatively normal. We weren't best friends or anything, but we coexisted peacefully enough in our blended family situation. My father, James, remained very present in my life after the divorce. He had me every other weekend, and for half of the summers. We were close. He taught me how to ride a bike, helped me with my math homework, took me to concerts when I became a teenager, and was just generally an amazing dad despite the divorce. He never remarried, though he dated occasionally. He was a software engineer who worked his way up to a senior position at a tech company, and he was always financially stable, though not wealthy by any means. When I was 16, everything changed. Connor, who was 18 by then, had a massive falling out with my mother and Robert. The details were messy, and I only knew bits and pieces because I was younger and my mom tried to shield me from it, but essentially Connor had gotten involved with some questionable people, was arrested for drug possession, and when Robert tried to enforce strict rules and consequences, Connor completely rebelled. There was a huge fight. Things were said that couldn't be taken back, and Connor moved out. He went to live with his biological mother in another state. Here's where it gets relevant to my current situation. After Connor left, my father James actually reached out to him. I didn't know this at the time, but apparently, my dad felt sorry for Connor and thought that as a young man who'd made mistakes, he deserved support and guidance. My father had always been compassionate like that.